Right. So today I want to talk to you about really what not to do when she pulls away. Okay. There are certain things that you are doing that is making her, stay even further away from you. We are going to bring her back home. We are going to pull her back home. All right. So let's see what to do when she pulls away so that she can come back. All right. Please take a moment and subscribe to the channel as I indicate because I want you to be notified on new uploads. And if you have already subscribed, thank you. And now back to the topic. Tip number 1. You shouldn't at this point come and confess your love just like they do in the movies. When a man comes to you in the scene and says, so and so have been happening, but I'm really sorry and whatnot, right? I love you and all that. Trust me, that only happens in the movies. When you do this in real life and somebody is really pulling away, they are going to think like she's pulling away and you are now coming to tell her you love her and whatnot. So you shouldn't come and confess your love at this point, okay? What you can do is to tell her, but in a very creative way. That is, I know you are feeling her, you might be interested in her, but you aren't that thirsty for her. You are not really running after her. This is actually going to create a doubt in her mind and she's going to think, oh, does this guy really love me as he says he do? I guess human in general, ladies are strange sometimes where if they know you are really interested in them, they are not going to show that same interest because there is no chase, there is nothing, which is wrong. But again, that is how people feel a lot of the time. So don't go and tell her that I want you now. Just relax, just chill and be cool. That is it. Because when you are cool, it makes her, want you more because you are not thirsty. You have other options, right? Tip number 2, do not go and apologize. Your reason may be you think that her pulling away is because of you, because of something you did. Unless, of course, you did something bad. That is different, okay? But if you know you didn't do anything wrong, maybe she's not really feeling you. Maybe it's not even about you. Or she's actually going through something which she hasn't communicated to you about it. Don't go and apologize for something you don't even know you did. Because maybe you didn't do anything wrong. To her, she will say because she's pulling away, you come and apologize for something you didn't do. Okay, she's not going to appreciate it. And she's going to even go further away. Again, she's going to start thinking that she's at the peak of things. If a woman feels she's at the peak of things, you know what happens. She feels she has all the power and she can do whatever she wants, which is very bad. So it's your job to teach her you cannot do whatever you like, right? You can't do whatever you like. Tip number 3, try not to buy her love, like taking her out, buying her gifts, showering her with flowers because at this point you are less valuable in my opinion because you don't think you are worth being with her. Again, the image you are trying to portray out there is she's better than you or something, or you are not worth being with her. So once she sensed that, end of story, it is over for you. Because if she thinks she's more valuable than you are, her feminine gets ahead of her. And she's going to say a lady should be with somebody that is equal to her or better than her. Because she wants to show you off. She wants to be proud of, being with you because you guys are of the same level, right? So if she feels you are less valuable, and I'm not in any way saying that you are for real, but perception she's going to have is you don't feel worth being with her. So she's gonna feel it, and for sure she would say, yes, I shouldn't be with a guy like that. And once she sees that, it is over for you. All right. Tip number 4, do not fake interest. That is, if you're interested in her, you are interested. But maybe the fact that you now want to ignore her text, you don't want to respond to her as fast as you used to, or now you are just playing games. And then if she realizes that you are playing games because she's used to you replying her text very early or right away when she texts you or wanting to see her more or whatever the case may be, now she's not going to realize it because you are pulling away. All right. She's going to visualize it as you are playing games with her. And the men that play games, it is very unattractive for women that don't play games. We have women that play games with that anyways. But if she's a real woman and she doesn't have the time for those little games, she's going to be thinking that you are behaving childish. All right, she doesn't need that. So that is going to be even more of a turn off and she's going to be gone for good. Tip number 5, do not give a woman an ultimatum. You can tell her your time is valuable, right? If you have time, you guys can hang out. If you don't, you guys are cool. But don't be too authoritative and say, by this time you have to do this, by this time you have to be here, by this time if I don't hear your cover, Charlie. Because women are not going to respond properly to time. And the fact that she's already pulling away and you doing that makes you look weak. So you shouldn't be doing any of that. If you really want her to really miss you and for her to come back, just play it cool. be mysterious for her to wonder. Just be a little less available to her. So you can see her and tell her that you realize that she's, falling away. She's not as available as she used to. Don't show off as thirsty and desperate. I know sometimes it's very difficult to find a balance of, being real, my guy, and saying what you have to say and also playing games. It is hard, but women are difficult in nature. It is quite difficult to deal with a woman that are not in sync with who they are, okay? So you have to find the right balance. So I hope you don't do any of the points I have outlined here, because that will make her be gone forever and you lose her as well. My advice to you is, when she does that, you can have a conversation with her and see where the frequency is at. Tune it, and then you can decide what to do. And just be yourself. Be you. Be a man. Be confident. Be attractive. Feel good and healthy. And then she will come back, all right? Because she will realize that you are not weak. Again, I'm just saying, most women are not going to be really responsive to what you are saying. So you have to play it cool, my guy. Work a way around it. She might, come back and decide. But in the meantime, don't stress yourself. It's not worth it, okay? My name is Sarkdad, and see you in the next one. Adios.